In the headlines, Nigerian Air Force neutralized terrorist kingpin, others in strike in Niger. 16 dead, 27 injured in Kaduna-Abuja Expressway accident. 18 years after tragic Sosodiso plane crash survivor pays tribute to victims. And on the foreign scene, ex-Sierra Leone president under house arrest over coup investigation. Hello and welcome to the news update on Trust TV. I'm Sakir Ibrahim. Thanks for joining us. Well, hello and welcome once again. The Nigerian Air Force on Sunday said an airstrike undertaken by its air component of Operation World Punch on Wednesday neutralized scores of terrorists, including the dreaded terrorist and kidnap kingpin Yellow Jambros in Shiroro local government area of Niger State. In a statement signed by its Director of Public Relations and Information, Edward Gapquet, NAF said the terrorists met their end while attempting to cross Jekudna River in Galadima, Kogo district, heading towards Wurukuvi axis of Chikun local government area. According to the NAF, prior to the strike, Yellow Jambros and his cohorts were trailed from Zamfara State into Niger State, riding 13 motorcycles along the Kaduna-Niger State border, precisely heading towards Kusasu in Shiroro local government of Niger State. The statement maintained that at Kusasu, 5 other motorcycles riding terrorists joined Yellow Jambros convoy, bringing the total number of motorcycles to 18, which then headed to the bank of River Jekudna. It noted that at the riverbank, the terrorists and their 18 motorcycles boarded a large motor-powered canoe in an attempt to cross the link up with other terrorists across the river, adding that it was at this point that the authorization to undertake a strike was given. According to the statement, Yellow Jambros and his cohorts have been responsible for several kidnappings and killings along the Abuja-Kaduna road in several communities in Kaduna, Niger, Katsina, and Zamfara states, respectively. Also, the police command in Kaduna State said its operatives have rescued a kidnapped victim, a housewife, in the early hours of Sunday. The command's public relations officer, Mansur Hassan, who confirmed the release on Sunday in Kaduna, said operatives received a call that a group of armed men invaded a residence at Dogara area of Sabongari, Zaria local government, and kidnapped a housewife aged 37 at the residence. According to Hassan, due to their firepower and superiority of the police who went after the kidnappers abandoned the kidnapped victim, which led to her rescue. He said the kidnapped victim had been reunited with her family unhurt. Hassan also said investigation was ongoing while efforts were also intensified to arrest the fleeing suspects to face the full wrath of the law. And in another sad development, the Federal Road Safety Corps Kaduna Sector Command says no fewer than 16 persons died and 27 sustained injuries in a road crash on Kaduna-Abuja Expressway. The Sector Commander, Kabir Nadabu, said that the fatal tragic road crash occurred at Audu Jangon village along the expressway on Sunday. He explained that the crash occurred when a DAF trailer with registration number KUJ430XC with overloaded goods lost control and fell into a ditch. He said initial reports indicate the driver was at high speed, probably due to fatigue. Nadabu also said on receiving news of the crash, he visited the scene to have first-hand information as well as direct rescue team on the evacuation of the deceased to the morgue. And also a survivor of the tragic Sosoliso plane crash 18 years ago, and America's Got Talent star Kechi Okuchi has paid tribute to the 60 schoolmates who lost their lives in the devastating incident. In an X post on Sunday, Kechi asked the 60 angels to keep watching over her and one other who survived as she made more memories for them. Kechi wrote, "There's 60 angels. 18 years have passed since the Sosodiso plane crash that took your lives among other dear souls while sparing mine and one other. Another year, another new set of milestones, all for you. Please keep watching over me as I make even more memories for you." The America's Got Talent star was a student of Loyola Jesuit College and was aboard the plane when it crashed in Port Harcourt International Airport on December 10, 2005, killing 106 people, including 60 schoolmates. Also, Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project (SERAP) has urged the Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPCL, Mele Kyari, to promptly publish details of the barrels of oil Nigeria produces and exports every day and the total amount of revenues generated from oil since the removal of subsidy on petrol in May 2023. SERAP urged him to disclose how much of the revenues generated from oil have been remitted to the public treasury since the removal of subsidy on petrol. SERAP also wants the NNPCL boss to disclose details of payment of 11 trillion naira subsidy and to clarify allegations that the NNPCL has failed to remit revenues generated from oil to the public treasury since the removal of subsidy on petrol. Former Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, had last week alleged that the NNPCL is failing to remit enough foreign exchange into the treasury despite the removal of fuel subsidy, asking where is the money. In the letter dated 9th December 2023 and signed by SERAP Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare, the organization said there is a legitimate public interest in disclosing the information sought. Also, the federal government on Saturday secured the release of 15 inmates from the Malum Fashi Satellite Custodial Center in Katsina. The Controller General of the Nigerian Correctional Service, Haliru Nababa, disclosed during the event that the release was facilitated by the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo. Nababa, represented by the Controller of Corrections Katsina Command, Abdulmumin Haruna, said the inmates were those with minor offenses. Nababa urged inmates who did not benefit from the gesture not to see their incarceration as the end of their lives. The high cost of interstate transport is compelling some Nigerians to suspend planned trips this Yuletide. This comes as transport workers in Abuja say there is low turnout of passengers characterized by the hike in petrol price and general cost of living in the country. Trust TV's Ibrahim Ismail reports.
Usually, Nigerians travel across the country for Christmas and New Year holidays at the end of the year. But the 2023 Yuletide comes with severe economic turbulence, with high cost of transportation disrupting travel plans.
The cost of transportation has basically gone high because as a result of the removal of fuel subsidy. Like now, I'm paying 5,000 naira from here to Makurdi. It used to be less than. And when you are coming from Makurdi to Abuja, it used to be 3,000 naira. What we cost it, but now it's 7,000 naira from Makurdi to Abuja. There are places sometimes I need to be there personally, but these I have to maybe send someone, have to call someone to assist me do the things I want to do, or if I need to send something, maybe something I should have taken personally, I have to wait because it is less, it will cost me less to send it through Waybill or to call someone.
But eventually I would have not traveled because of the transport. It's until when I have to wait, because all my budget was that the transport was too high for me. I have to wait. If not, I would have traveled since. Or because of the travel, I have to look for another money again, putting it to end this day today. You understand? So,
although transport workers here have increased fares to balance the cost of petrol, the business is less lucrative as it used to be, as they pay more to fuel their vehicles. At the same time, the passenger turnout is not encouraging, as commuters are compelled to shelve trips due to the current financial realities.
Due to before, the price of before and this year price of fuel is different. So I can still say it that we don't know whether it is because of the distance we still have between now and the Christmas, we don't know. If not, the passenger have never started rushing the way we expected. But meanwhile, we still thank God with the one we are having. Since the little one we are having, we are receiving blessing into it.
Nigerians have been paying more to cover transport expenses. The National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) said transport fare for intercity travels rose by 44.61% in September 2022. But with the removal of fuel subsidy, by the federal government, Nigerians may pay more this Yuletide season to cover transport expenses. Ibrahim Ismail, Trust TV News, Abuja.
And barely 2 weeks to Christmas, the prices of goats in the popular Swale market in the Bayelsa state capital, Yenagoa, have increased. Residents in the Yenagoa metropolis blame the traders for the increase in the prices of goats and other commodities. Friday, Ebimobowe Peter visited some spots in the city where goats are sold to ascertain their prices this festive season. Here's his report.
Resident Bobby Ugo and Tona Timimbi, who bought a goat and rice at exorbitant rates, call on federal government to set up a task force to control the market prices.
One thing about Nigeria is they don't obey the laws of gravity. What goes up will surely come down. So prices are high. The woman that goes to farm in Bayelsa here, for food that used to satisfy me, today now, the fufu cannot satisfy me. Will you blame tinubu? Will you blame the Oyedere? Will you blame the government for that? No. The garri that our people see it as a normal thing. The prices are high. Everybody will just tag it as things are high now, so let me high my foodstuff also. Government should try and come into this price control. There should be tax force. When the government pronounce that, tax force will follow up to ensure that the prices are, people carry out the orders of the government.
When I went to buy goods, you know, the good sellers told me that it's because of the cost of fuel and the cost of transportation and other things, and the high rate in dollar. That's the reason why the goat is so expensive. So I have no option because, you know, we are in the festive season and I need goat. So I have no option than to buy. So I'm using this medium to call on the federal government to look into the price of goat and other commodities.
A goat seller, simply identified as Zico, said they are not responsible for the increase in the prices of goat. He attributed the increase to the hike in fuel price and the increase in dollar price.
The way we sell 50, don't go 60. The way it goes 60, don't go 70. Because the change of money, when dollar is don't high. Fast, it don't high. Now, what would they go in Niger? Would they go buy good for Niger? So what would they go in Niger now? The price don't high because the data money don't high pass for all. So what we go in Nigeria, the thing don't come a place for us. And the transport, before from now we go north, 10,000, 8,000. But now what we go north, 30,000 and now you carry go north. Only you. I want to make your federal government make it look this matter. Make it list something for fuel side. Then the dollar make it try to talk to these people there. Make it reduce the dollar price. If we do it like that, by God grace, we save Nigeria money, we go high more.
This festive season, some goats are sold for as high as 75,000 naira and more. From Yenagoa, on Friday, Ebimobowe Peter. Trust TV News, Yenagoa.
You're watching the news update on Trust TV. Still to come. Trust TV investigation exposes illegal kidney trade around the FCT. This and more after the break. Stay with us.
It's time to jackpot for more fun. This season, there are loads of exciting content. Enjoy all the drama, intrigue, suspense, and romance in a wide range of telenovela series, Nollywood movies, Bollywood, kiddies program, and introducing our new kiddies channel, Booing. After 5 years of waiting, the Nigeria Premier Football League is finally back, live and exclusively on Star Times.
Enjoy more this season with our jackpot promo. Recharge 2 months on Classic or Super Bouquet and get 14 days free, or recharge 2 months and get upgraded to a higher bouquet. Wow! Recharge now and jackpot for more fun and stand a chance to win Sundial TV and other fantastic gifts. Offer runs till January 20, 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Star Times. Entertain your family.
This is Trust TV, documenting the Nigerian story.
Welcome back. If you're just joining, this is the news update on Trust TV. Now recap of some of our major stories. Nigerian Air Force neutralized terrorist kingpin, others in airstrike in Niger. Also, 16 dead, 27 injured in Kaduna-Abuja Expressway accident. The 44th Kano International Trade Fair that ended on Saturday attracted traders within and outside the country, with hundreds of companies, including small-scale businesses, in attendance. Lubabatu Garba reports that most of the traders who smiled to the banks were those selling sexual enhancers known as Kayan Mata. Take a look at the report.
The turnout of women who were busy trying to get access to the Kayan Mata pavilions is large. Kayan Mata, or sex enhancers, are mostly local herbs preparations. Many believe that Kayan Mata are essentially used to stimulate sexual feelings among couples. The product is Asian that had been widely used by many but just gained prominence recently due to social media influence. Even before a woman is taken to her matrimonial home, she will be taken to Wajen Gyaran Jiki, a place for preparing her body and normally paid for by the husband. At Wajen Gyaran Jiki, the preparations include skincare, but Kayan Mata are also included. Yagana Yerborno said she has been in the business for 2 decades and that her major patronage is from married women who use the product to spice up their sex life with their spouses and mothers that are preparing their children for marriage. She said even though the sales compared to previous year of Kano Trade Fair is low, but she's still making big business.
Wata koli dai alhamdulillah bai kan na da ba amma wallahi alhamdulillah suna shigowa suna saye gwargwado dai ba laifi alhamdulillah wallahi suna ƴan mata ma suna zuwa suna saya wanda za su aure ma suna zuwa suna saya matan auren ma yawanci su ne ma sosai yanzu suna saya sun fiye da wa'ansu ma alhamdulillah suna saya.
Rukayya Yar Sokoto said she attends the fair more than 10 years, notes that Kayan Mata is an answer to ladies who request something to impress and drive their husbands crazy during sex.
Magani ne wanda yake maganin sanyi saboda matsaloli yanzu ko karamin yaro yana da matsalar sanyi saboda matsalolin shan ruwan sanyi da sauransu. Sannan kuma zaman gyaran auratayya da shi maganin mata suke sha yana ƙara danƙon soyayya tsakaninsu da mazajensu da kuma gamsar da su akan suna jin daɗin zama tare da juna.
She expresses concerns about the attitude of the public who oppose the use of Kayan Mata, observing that the business is challenged by women who hide under the business only to make money and put the life of women in danger. She described the Kayan Mata trade fair as gigantic. The Kano Fair is the best trade fair in Nigeria. Even if you don't make sales in other states, when you come to Kano, you will make it. Though we are facing economic hardship, but people are still patronizing us because they know what they are buying. Another seller, Mama Miriam, who is from Damagaram, says Kayan Mata is mostly used by ladies or women and men have their own. Some women are used to it.
Matan su ma kuma matan suna zuwa siya wa matarsu saboda samu kwanciyar hankali da zaman lafiya a cikin gida.
Another seller, Hussaini Dambuzu, nicknamed Mejigida, who came from Niger, told Daily Trust that he inherited the business from his late father, who used to come for the fair many years ago. He explained that he sells the products for women who find it difficult to be turned on during foreplay. Many customers who spoke to Daily Trust said they were at the fair to buy the Kayan Mata from these sellers. They believe in the efficacy of the products even though they don't want to be captured on camera saying so.
A Trust TV investigation has exposed the illegal trade in kidneys around satellite towns near the FCT. The investigation by Trust TV's Lami Sadiq reveals how kidney brokers target young men from low economic backgrounds to sell their kidneys for 1 million naira. Here's the report.
Mararraba,
a bustling satellite town that stretches into Nigeria's Federal Capital Territory, is packed with thousands of residents, many from low economic background. The community faces an explosion of youth unemployment. As families struggle to make ends meet, the mostly idle youths also find ways to break the shackles of poverty. The youths plot their way into a dangerous trade of kidney sale.
I've been there for Abed Niger. So Abib come and tell me say that okay, let's talk. Abib we go out and talk. He told me that there is one business for town inside Abuja. They do kidney harvesting. So I want to tell him say they will carry my kidney go outside country. I be how? Say no. And me and the person will get kidney problem. We do tests. If we get okay, then they will give me 1.1. I told him that the money is too small. What of 2 million? He say no. Say they will give me 1.1. We talk. He say okay, they will give me 1.2.
16-year-old Yahaya Musa and Adebayo Oluwatobi were also lured by local agents to sell their kidneys.
There is one day that one of my friends called me and told me that there is one hospital that they used to sell kidney there, that him to sell his own, that they are going to give us 1 million for the kidney selling. So after we went for the checkup for 1 week, they now call me for the next day and tell me that I should come on Wednesday, that they are going to do the operation on Friday. So after I left home and go to there, they now do some checkup for me. And on Friday, we now enter the operation room around 9 o'clock. They now did the operation for me. So after they do it finish, they now give me 1 million.
Kidneys are the world's most sought-after organ. An estimated 1 million people die each year from untreated kidney disease. In Nigeria, experts estimate over 20 million people battle kidney disease. In the course of this investigation, we found the name of a popular kidney broker, Mayo, almost on every donor's lips.
Anytime they need some boys to work for their kidney or to remove it and sell it, it's like agents that they used to call him so that he will bring some boys. They will do some checkup at home. If your blood is O group, or they used to like anytime they need for A or B or O plus, so the guy used to call Abdul and told him that they need O plus this thing, kidney. Then he will now give us the number of Mayo. Then if we go to the hospital, then Mayo will do the remaining things for us.
Selling organ is illegal, is unethical. The repercussions are many. One, on the donor himself. Most of these commercial donors, they are not well prepared for the donation. Okay. They are not properly investigated. The aim of the people are just to get the organ, not the health and well-being of the donor himself. And more so, after donation, the donor is supposed to be followed up over time, because he himself may be at risk of getting kidney disease in the future.
Organ transplantation in Nigeria is guided by the National Health Act 2014, which criminalizes the removal of organs from anyone under the age of 18. The Act domiciles the powers of prescribing criteria for the approval of organ transplant facilities to the National Tertiary Health Institution Standard Committee. The Ministry of Health, which supervises the committee, has failed to respond to a Freedom of Information request on this. To get more information on this kidney trade, Trust TV went undercover and was linked to a kidney agent called Chiboy. We requested for an O-positive blood group, and Chiboy asked for transport fare to make the supply the next day. At 12:30 p.m. on a Tuesday in October,
Chiboy and a 38-year-old donor met us at an undisclosed location in Abuja.
For now, the person is in Kano, but they're trying to bring the person here. So I'm trying to see whether Zenith go do or which hospital.
Alliance go first.
Which one first?
Alliance.
Why do you say so?
Nigeria they all be funny. They are on another 1 week stuff. Then after.
But why you leave Alliance?
May I know the work again now.
We insisted on paying 1 million naira, but the donor continued to press for 1.5 million for his kidney.
If I should give all this, many things I eat, I deny myself of it. Many things I do, I deny myself of it.
But Chiboy insists his commission is 10% for every donor he supplies.
May on 215
they pay you.
Few weeks after meeting Chiboy, the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, arrested Mayor based on the information and links provided by Trust TV. But for the young men who have taken this dangerous path, there is now pain and regrets.
My mother plan is she wants me to join Soja Army, and now I can't. So I'm not happy.
When I found out what happened to my son, I made it clear that if I meet the doctor responsible for the kidney harvest, it will be a matter of his life or mine. As of today, no one has introduced me to the doctor. It is not right to harvest anyone's kidney without hearing from his family, even if he presents himself for such a surgery. What if they had died during the procedure?
Since my son's kidney has now been harvested, his health may fail in the future. There are many things he may not be able to do in the future, and I may have to assist him. What we want now is justice over what happened to him.
It's only God who have power to say something. But I look, but people they tell me that nothing God cannot do. He can succeed this. And I don't want me to bury my son. I want them to bury me. But as this thing happen, they looking like just like ordinary picture.
For the youths, we advise them to be careful and stop going after money blindly. Anyone who is desperate about quick riches will face destruction. Today, if any of these boys begin to have complications and there are no drugs to treat them, then they may not survive. The youths need to be patient about fighting poverty.
And on the foreign scene, former Sierra Leone President Ernest Bai Koroma has been confined to his home, the government said on Saturday after he was questioned over what it calls an attempted coup at the end of November. The office of the former president, who led the West African nation from 2007 to 2018, has said he was not placed under house arrest. Information Minister Cherno Bash said Koroma, who was first brought in for questioning by police on Friday, was questioned again on Saturday before being released with the condition that he stays in the confines of his property. And with that, we've come to the end of the news update at this hour. Do well to follow us across all of our social platforms for more news, documentaries and programs. I'm Sagir Ibrahim. Thanks for watching.